All right, Grand Rising, welcome back. We're going to be still in Revelations 13, I believe this is. And again, okay, let's just look at this real quick. Okay, so it says, and the beast which I saw was unto a leopard, and his feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat. So the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Again, who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and powers was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth with blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his or her name, and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. Okay, so again, we have to remember that we're talking about this tabernacle. This tabernacle, look at what's on top of Sekhmet's head. Okay, I keep telling you, when we're talking about Ishtar, same thing. She has what seems to be forms of temples on top of her head. When you talk about Venus, same thing. There's something on her head, right? Okay, so we have to think ancient technology versus modern day, and how they would use tools and things to get into your mind, get into your head, and either manipulate people or keep them stagnant, promote fear and thoughts that will stop you from your being on, that will stop you, okay, or cause stumbling blocks, okay? Because again, in that book here, it says that that's not what it's supposed to do, right? But of course, today we see that they're using these particular things in order to cause stumbling blocks, okay? And to keep you stagnant, all right? And keep us divided. This nation is so divided. Like, it's just to the point where, come on now. Don't we realize that all lives matter at the end of the day, right? When all of our children are coming up missing, when all of our children are in these schools, in these, not schools, I'm sorry, indoctrination stations. Now, I told you the other day, now we're divided as to who's wearing a damn mask and who's not. What store really actually cares and which stores don't care. I mean, I just feel like enough is really enough. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot more clearer now. Okay, and we're gonna just talk about. We have a couple things to talk about, but let's just keep moving down this. Let's just keep here. And there was given him a mouth to speak, speaking great things and blasphemies, and the power was given unto him to continue for 42 months. And he opened his mouth, and blasphemous things came against God. Again, one would say that that's what I've done with my whole so-called YouTube career, right? Okay, so that would be reason why I would be experience a lot of these things that have been going on when it comes to being a targeted so-called individual or a punishment from a God. Because if it was my God, I would imagine that he would not use those forms to punish me. And I would imagine that he would agree with the things that I would be thinking and what I would be seeing, and that would be revealed to me, and we would be talking about today. And I'm not the only one that's talking about them. Many are waking up and rising and talking and speaking and saying, again, enough is enough. when it comes to children being harmed, okay? And I'm talking about children being harmed physically, mentally, because of the way that we operate, and we allow ourselves to be herded like cattle and not speak up. And vaccinated like cattle and not speak up. And this is a spiritual warfare too, right? These beings and these energies are messing with our women, okay? In certain ways. They're messing with our little girls in certain ways. And is that what we want to be locked into? Everyone, I'm trying to figure out terms to use so that we can go there without going there. But do you understand what I'm saying? It's okay to say, I got mine, right? But that's another form of division. That's why what I focus on is healing from damage that has been done from this biblical text. And helping people along my journey of finding myself, other people find their, excuse me.
Dad said they're coming right now, so.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So again, there's no need to go into graphic detail on this video, but I know that there have been certain things that have happened and attacks that have been on my family during this journey, or even the past couple of months. And and again, if you're not prepared and if you don't know how to protect yourself from these things, it could get way out of hand. And some of these things are let in by, yes, behaviors and things that go on in your home life. But then there's others that, again, these powers that shouldn't be, that won't be. Because they're all working together as one. And their biggest threat is the lower class people when it comes to this nation. Because this is where I live. This is what I can talk about. This is what I know. I've never changed my thoughts and opinions on those particular things. I've just been studying on other things. Same thing. The construct, the whole thing got to fall. The whole thing got to fall in order for us to evolve. It was set up from the beginning to protect them and not you. We're just talking in layman's terms. And until it's ripped down and rebuilt, it'll be the same damn thing. So let's keep going into this. And that is talking about the God of this world. And if this world has not been created well, and I won't say that because it's created for people to benefit these days, because again, lack of knowledge, and we're starting to be a little bit more well informed on things that have come to pass and things that are going on right now. So again, I feel like that we're getting out of the whole complex of being a victim and victimizing the whole community because of some things that have been set up. And a lot of these things weren't set up that way. We just been given the impression that's how it's been set up. And so we don't even try. Okay? So, because again, perception is everything. And so now we're at a point when people have been used, people that look like you, people that don't look like you, people in high places and people in higher places than that. Since they have nothing else to do, it seems as though the attention has been directed towards us. So instead of us watching some form of new reality TV on television, We are the ones that are being watched. We are the ones that are being monitored. Every time you walk into a store, every time you turn on your little radio thing in your smart screen in your car, every time you are on your phone, all of these things. And if we don't do something soon, it will be too late. And I feel like turning away from the media and turning away from these things doesn't make it go away. It just means if they're being really quiet, like what the hell happened? It was all that controversy not that long ago. So what happened between not then and now that everything just seems like it's just on just a smooth sailing? Like that is bothersome to me. And all in all, people that are targeted individuals are being targeted and bullied and run fucking stir crazy. Good thing it didn't happen to me that way, that I was able to balance myself. And no, it's not the end. Okay, let's keep going. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and all tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast. Whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. That's just something that's symbolic. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, and that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And excuse me, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand and on their foreheads. Again, I'm sure there's a lot of confusion going on in this, because this book is a book of spells. I can confirm that. Some of it can uplift you. Some of it can tell you the truth. Some of it can free your mind, right? But some of it can cast spells, because spelling is just that. Spelling. We're casting spells when you're spelling. To receive the mark on their hand and on their foreheads. Okay? And no man might be able to save he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So, That's symbolic. Those are signs. 6, 6, 6. He made fire appear and come down. But this is what he did, deceiveth. This is the second deceptive thing that I've seen lately in this Bible, in this book, in Revelations, and I think in Solomon, I want to say, that deceptive measures were taken. So again, we can't just read the book like it's some fairy tale. There's deception, there's backstabbing, there's all kind of things in there. There's trickery, there's slavery. It's all there. It's all there. But we're supposed to just put a smile on our face and just start some kind of distraction, hobby, craft, or sport, or something, and just not pay attention to what else is going on in the world, and just go right into another form of servitude. Unknowingly, because half of these people that have taken this thing are already changed. They're already changed. They want to change you. They want to manipulate your DNA. And we're saying they. We haven't said who they are. They know who they are. They are listening. Right now. They are listening. You know what? It just seems like we need a national day for like a blackout. In a sense where Americans unite and say no. Those of us that are left with their right damn mind. I feel it. I sense it. I feel it. I sense it. It's close. The doors are closing. And if you think you can't breathe now, when it's mainly because you got the damn mask on your face, just wait. Just wait.